right, the leaked draft opinion from the Supreme Court that would overturn Roe v. Wade has been getting a lot of attention, mostly from the left. It's been interesting. The right's been focused on the leak. The left has been focused on the draft. And they're claiming that the ruling bans abortions all across the country. Now, this should be, quite frankly, job number one for Biden's Ministry of Truth, because there's no truth in that statement. I forgot. He's making these outrageous claims himself.
What are the next things that are going to be attacked? Because this MAGA crowd is really the most extreme political organization that's existed in American history.
That was the president asked about the decision from the court, that somehow the MAGA crowd is the one that has brought the court to this point where they are turning the issue of Roe v. Wade back to the states. So here with me now to unpack this draft ruling, and again, I emphasize it's a draft as we were talking about, but even if it's anywhere near this, the final opinion from the court, it is seismic. It is very significant. And with me to talk about this, Katherine Beck Johnson. She's Research Fellow for Legal and Policy Studies here at the Family Research Council. Katherine, welcome back to Washington Watch.
Thanks for having me, Tony. It's great to be here.
All right. So we've made very clear this is a draft. We understand it's a draft. However, it's got 5 justices on it. And if it's anywhere near what this draft is, it's pretty significant.
That's right. Like you said, it's a draft. But when I saw it, I was just over the moon. This was a full rebuke of Roe and Casey. Justice Alito was writing for what we think is the majority. The Politico article said they had 5 votes, so it would have been the majority opinion saying that Roe and Casey were wrongly decided. This is a groundbreaking overturning case that, there's just few in history of these cases that were so wrongly decided they have been overturned. And in the opinion, Justice Alito said, at the time the 14th Amendment was written, abortion was illegal in every single state. So this is not grounded or rooted in our nation's history. This is preventing states from protecting life, and therefore it is time for it to be overruled. And he said it is ordered.
Now, in this almost 100 pages, I think 98 pages, he goes back and, as you said, refutes the history, point by point, that was used to wrongly decide Roe. This is everything that pro-lifers were praying and hoping for.
That's right. When I saw this opinion, I thought, wow, this is what we have been. I've been in the movement for about 15 years. You've been in it for longer. This is what legal giants have been working for for almost 50 years since Roe was handed down. This is what we've been praying for, working for, making our life mission. And this actually is the first time seen. It was a draft, but the first time seen an opinion by the Supreme Court overturning that.
Now some would say, and I know I'm going to hear this, well, I thought we wanted abortion outlawed and that the court would do that. That's never been what we've said, because we believe it should be in the hands of the legislatures. It should be in the hands of the policymakers to decide this. We're not wanting the court to do what the left wanted them to do 50 years ago and impose abortion on the nation. In fact, the work we've been doing in the educating of people, the care pregnancy centers, the technology, is what has led the states in the last decade to pass hundreds of pro-life laws and bring us to a point where now, if this opinion is handed down, nearly half of the states will outlaw abortion.
That's right. This opinion makes it very clear that they are returning abortion to the elected representatives, to the people through their elected representatives. Now, of course, we will continue to work for the day until every single life is protected in the law. But this opinion makes it clear that they are wanting that to be done through the legislatures and through the states.
And that's what we want. We want to work through the legislative process, winning hearts and minds to an understanding that every human life, regardless on the zip code that it's conceived in or the side of the tracks it's born on, it has value because it is a reflection of the God who made it.
That's right. We want to be able to teach people that, educate people that. And the ultimate goal is that every child is welcomed in love and protected in the law.
And we're so much closer
We are. If this opinion comes down and it's true that Roe and Casey are overturned, this is the biggest victory in the pro-life movement in 50 years. This is the best case outcome of what could have happened in the Dobbs case. And this is just, us continuing the fight for all life to be protected. But I can't express how big this is and what a ginormous step this is for life.
Now, folks, I think we have a map. I don't know if we've got a graphic here for those watching that we can put up, but I do know we have it at tonyperkins.com, a post-Roe graphic that shows where the states are on this issue so that you kind of know what work you have ahead of you, because this is not the end. This is just the beginning. I mean, there's so much work to be done.
That's right. This is the beginning of the pro-life movement. And this is now where we work with the states, where we work to educate the people on the ground, where we work to protect every life. And like you said, it's just the beginning, and we're not done until every preborn child is protected in the law.
Yes, and so that takes on many different efforts. The Care Pregnancy Center work has to just multiply rapidly. The adoption agencies, the faith-based adoption agencies. That's why we've got to defend their rights to operate according to their faith. We need the adoption agencies. We need men and women of faith to run for public office to make sure these state legislatures uphold the sanctity of life. This is not a time to do victory laps. It's time to roll up our sleeves and go to work.
Exactly, and show the pro-choice side that we mean every word, that we care about the woman and we care about the child, and we are here to work with both of them.
Yeah. Katherine Beck Johnson, always great to see you.